Action. Hello there, YouTube. This is Ed B here for a second video of state call sign copy practice. So if you watched the last video, you know how this one goes. So let's go ahead and number our paper 1 through 10, and we'll go ahead and get started. We're going to adjust our microphone so the radio can be heard better, and adjust the camera there just so you can see the keys. All right. This first set we're going to do on a straight key. Okay, so here comes the first set of 10. I'll play each one twice. Here we go. Next. 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 And then finally, all right, those answers. MD for Maryland, NY, New York, ID, Idaho, CO, Colorado, MS, Mississippi, ND, North Dakota, GA, Georgia, MA, Massachusetts, NV, Nevada, and NM for New Mexico. All right, so now let's go ahead and get ready for our next set. We're going to turn on our keyer. Just double checking my microphone there. Pardon how the audio sounds this way, which is set up to hear the keyer, versus this way, which is set up to hear me. So, but we got to be able to hear the keyer. All right, here comes our next set. And this is going to be 14 words a minute. Second set of 10 call signs. Here we go. Couple V's to start. Here we go. Next. 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 And then finally, all right, those answers at 14 words a minute were DE for Delaware, NE, Nebraska, AR, Arkansas, SC, South Carolina, LA, Louisiana, IL, Illinois, WV, West Virginia, AK, Alaska, MO, Missouri, and finally KS for Kansas. All right, so let's go ahead and adjust our keyer speed. This next set's going to be at 16 words a minute. Couple V's to start. Here we go. Next. 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 And then finally. All right, folks. Those answers are RI for Rhode Island, NH for New Hampshire, VA for Virginia, UT for Utah, OK for Oklahoma, NJ for New Jersey, MN for Minnesota, IA for Iowa, CT for Connecticut, and AL for Alabama. Okay, let's go ahead and adjust our keyer speed for our next set. Okay, a couple V's just to get my fist used to the keyer change. Why are we doing that? Let's not let's not transmit. All right, again. Okay, so here we go. Next set, and this set is again at 18 words a minute. Next. Let me try that again. Next. 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 And then finally. All right, those answers are MI, Michigan, SD, South Dakota, WY, Wyoming, VT, Vermont, MT, Montana, ME, Maine, PA, Pennsylvania, WA, Washington, CA, California. All right, so let's go ahead and set up our keyer for our final speed. Okay, and this is going to be 20 words a minute. Let's do a couple V's just to get used to that speed change, okay? And here we go, I hope. Next. 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 That's not a state. Next. We're going to do that again. Sorry about that. Next. 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 Let's try that again. Golly. Here we go. This should be number 8. Here we go. All right, finally. Not finally. Number 9. And now finally, number 10. I'm making those mistakes because I'm not being real deliberate on the key, because I'm trying to reduce the you hearing me tapping on the key, and fill in any other excuses I may have in there. All right, those answers are OH for Ohio, TN for Tennessee, FL Florida, AZ Arizona, KY Kentucky, TX for Texas, WI for Wisconsin, NC for North Carolina, OR for Oregon, and IN for Indiana. All right. Okay, so there was another set of 50 call signs for call sign copy practice. I hope that that's helpful. If there's some other things besides states that you'd like to know or like to hear in a group, drop it in the comments below. Like if you have some exercises that you think would help you get you pushed into or pushed onto your journey of CW and maybe doing a POTA activation. What are some of the other groups of things that you'd like to do some copy practice on? Also, speaking of copy practice, let's not forget, let's be at home and let's do some sending practice. So set up the Long Island CW Club Morse code practice page to play a letter, and then you get your hand on your key and you play your letters with it. If you're still at that point, you want to make sure that you bring your sending practice along with your copy practice. Our copy practice is always below, our copy ability is always below our sending ability. So the goal is to try to bring those together. All right, well, I'm Ed. I appreciate you watching. Drop some comments below. Thank you to my coffee crew for supporting the channel. And we'll see you next time. I'm Ed, W4EMB 72.